Hello.
Hey, everybody. So we have a new adventure for you today. This morning it rained for quite a while, and so we decided not to go too far away from home. But the beautiful thing about being close to home is there are an abundance of nature preserves. So we started our day checking out Miller's Bakery, and if you've never been to Miller's Bakery, well,
It's a thing.
yeah, we'll show you that Miller's Bakery is a reason to come to Adams County. It's pretty cool. But after we show you that, we'll show you we're at the Davis Memorial Nature Preserve. We've never been here before, so we have no idea what's here or what to expect. But we'll show you the trail as we go along, and hopefully, there's be some cool stuff along the way. But we'll show you what we see. Stay with us. If you come to Miller's, you'll find all sorts of unique gifts for any kind of budget and pretty much anybody. There's everything from little stuffed animals to candles, and outside you'll find some of the coolest wind chimes that you'll see anywhere. Inside the shop, it's also a bakery, and there's a large assortment of baked goods inside. That's one of the big draws for this place. The baked goods here are easily some of the best that you'll find east of Cincinnati. Definitely worth stopping here and checking it out. When you absolutely, positively need a donut as big as your head, come to Miller's. Miller's also has an amazing furniture store with some of the finest wood furniture that you'll find anywhere, and also a really cool selection of clocks that you just have to see to believe. After a nice visit at Miller's, the sky cleared up and we took a drive to the Davis Memorial Nature Preserve where we started our hiking adventure. So the trails through Davis Memorial meet up with the Buckeye Trail, and the Buckeye Trail does go through the middle of the nature preserve, and there are two different looping trails. So as long as we have daylight, we're going to try to do both the short hike looping trails that are connected by the Buckeye Trail. And if there's anything cool, we'll show you. So we read out on the sign out in front, there's supposed to be some dolomite rock formations within the State Nature Preserve, and already we just saw our first one where this one is kind of like jutted out, kind of like over the top of the creek bed. So hopefully this is a sign of things to come along this trail. Hopefully we'll see some more cool stuff. So the trail kind of takes us like right over to this little overlook. We're standing on a slab of dolomite right here, and has like this nice little overlook over the top of the creek. It's pretty pretty. Definitely still have quite a bit of fall colors popping through. So the trail kind of winded around and took us to the base of this creek. But the cool thing are these dolomite slabs along this ridge. I don't know if they show up very well in the video, but they're pretty neat. We're trying to see if there's a way we can cross the creek and check out the walls over there, but so far we haven't found a way across that's not super deep. But if we find one, we're going to go across and check out those walls over there. We went a little further down the trail, and there's a wooden boardwalk that goes through this area where the creek is. And we are now coming down below these dolomite walls. You can see that there's trees growing out of the top of them. Pretty close to the road where this trail comes to. So I'm assuming at some point it's going to loop around. I'm kind of hopeful that we can get on the other side, but even if not, it's pretty cool. So the Solivantia loop was pretty short, only about a half a mile or so, and it looped us right back to the parking lot very quickly. So we decided to go ahead and come back around to this trail junction and take the Buckeye Trail to the other loop, which is also a very short loop. So the longest portion of this hike is probably just this section of the Buckeye Trail that we're on. But I will also say this: if you come within a few days of our video, this section of the trail is probably a little more colorful than the Solivantia loop. Solivantia loop will take you down to the creek. You can see the dolomite bluffs down there, but just take a look. You can see the full color of the trees in this section of the Buckeye Trail. It's super beautiful. So if you want a good short hike and you want to see the fall foliage, this is the way to go. In case you're wondering, yes, there's a lot of brush on the trail, but it's fairly easy to follow. You could definitely see where the trail is, but in case you feel like you're lost, there are blue blazes on several trees that tell you that you're on the Buckeye Trail. So pretty easy to stay on the trail, but there are trail markers to help you navigate along the way. So as we meandered down the Buckeye Trail, we saw a dolomite slab that came over the top of this creek, and kind of show you where we're at. I'm probably up 40, 50 feet over the top of this creek. Doesn't have very much water on it, but it's super pretty through here. It's definitely a user trail that comes out to this slab, but pretty glad because it's really scenic. So that kind of makes this section of the trail almost worth it just by itself. But you got to see it yourself to understand. Hopefully the video will do it some justice. So kind of standing, the trail kind of loops back around. And you can see this is the slab that we were just standing on over the top of the creek. It stands up probably 40, 50 feet. And down there's the creek. But there's no real path to get down there that we could have seen as of yet. We kind of hope that there is, because it seems like all the cool stuff is, you'll be able to see it from down below better. But we'll continue on the trail and see what we see. So we made it to the next trail junction,
and the Agave Ridge Trail follows along the Buckeye Trail, and it does loop around and come back. So if you're just wanting a short hike, I'd say follow it until you get to the start of the Agave Ridge Trail down the way, and then work your way back to the parking lot. The Buckeye Trail continues on, but I think it pretty much dead ends into a road at that point. So, if you want to see the rest of this valley, by all means, go for it. It's gorgeous. Definitely worth seeing. But if you're just looking for a nice looping trail to loop you back around, that's the way to do it. And look at this. Look at all that color. It's so cool. Gotta love fall. The Agave Ridge Trail finally winds you down so that the trail is parallel to the creek bed. And other than us hiking and hearing the leaves rustle, you can't hear a thing besides the crickets. Further down the creek you get, you're treated with a view of more of these dolomite bluffs alongside the creek. It's really scenic. It's really cool. So the dolomite walls continue to go along the creek bed. And as we came further down, there's this great big outcropping here. That thing probably goes up probably 50 feet, if not more. But it's pretty awesome. Wish there was a way that we could go up there, but I don't see any functional trails to get up there, so maybe another day. So very close to where you see the big abutment of rocks come out over the creek. Behind you, you come back to the Agave Ridge Trail Loop. And from this point, you go to the left. This will loop you back around towards the parking lot. Or you can continue on to the right on the Buckeye Trail. I'm pretty sure that dead ends to the road that way, but no parking, so that would just be a much longer hike. But if you're just still going to do a loop, go left on the Agave Ridge and you'll loop back around. Just be forewarned, on the backside of the Agave Ridge Trail, you got to go back to the top of the ridge, and there are some gnarly steps on the backside of the loop. So if you hate elevation, or you hate steps, you've been warned. Hey everyone.
Hi.
So we just got done with the hike here at Davis Memorial. We did 2.5 miles here. Pretty nice hike. We'll say this, it's like, you gotta be careful on the trail because there are some spots that are very rocky and rooty. So there are some places.
Watch where you put your feet.
Yeah. Well, otherwise you could easily twist an ankle, but that's pretty much every trail that you hike on. But this one seemed a little more rocky and rooty in certain places. It's probably where the dolomite slabs are kind of like jutting through the trail, and they can't do anything about it because you can't move those heavy rocks. But it's a very pretty hike. It was definitely worth it, but we're not done. We have one more spot that we're going to go to that we want to show you before this adventure is done, so stay with us. Okay, so we've made it to our next location. And if you're wondering why the title of this video is Copperhead, it's because of our next location. We decided, in order to see some really cool fall foliage, we're going to hit the Copperhead Fire Tower. Copperhead Fire Tower is a fire tower in Shawnee State Forest. It's about 60 feet tall. Was built in 1924 and was stopped being used in 1978, but they recently restored it, and you're allowed to, there's a little path that you can walk right up to it. It's like, so you pretty much drive very close to it. It's not right next to it, but you can park pretty close enough. It's not really a hike to get to the tower at all. I mean, it's actually standing behind us, and I'll show it to you here in just a second, but we're going to go climb the tower and go check out, see if we can see some good views from up there, and we'll show you what we see. So just to show you how close the tower is, this is like a forest service road that goes through Shawnee State. I mean, and we're parked like right along, and there's like another pull out just a little bit further down there, but there's no traffic on this service road at all. But if you see this dirt path here, it goes right up to the fire tower, really close. So it's not really a super long hike or anything, but if you want to get a really nice drive, and even if you don't like to hike, the fall foliage, driving through the service roads in Shawnee State Forest right now, it's super colorful, and it's definitely something that you want to get out for and see pretty quick. So even it could change even as soon as next weekend. So by the time you watch this video, you may want to get out. Come to Shawnee State Forest and come check it out. So how many steps are in this tower? Don't really know, but it's quite narrow. So if you hate steps, might not be your thing. Or if you hate heights, might not be your thing either. But we're gonna go up to the top. It's already, the views are opening up. Already gonna be amazing up there. So what can you see from the top of the fire tower? You can see for miles. This might be one of the best views in Ohio. And looking at this way, starting to look towards the Appalachian foothills, definitely can see some higher elevation. And you could see, I mean, it's not a clear day, but I bet you could still probably see 10 miles out. It's pretty impressive. Now, color-wise, most of the color is not really able to be seen from up here yet. So maybe next weekend it could look totally different. I mean, but you can see like the little spots of color, but from here it still looks pretty muted, but it's pretty awesome. How tall are we, or how high up are we? Well, right there is the base of the tower. It's the coming up this stairwell, it's pretty narrow, and it's a little unnerving if you're scared of heights, but this view, it's worth it. It's amazing. Okay, I got to give you a little forewarning. Now, they say that this fire tower has been restored, and I guess in a certain sense it has, but it is over 100 years old. But as you can see, it's like the top floor is just like it's like a sheet of plywood, and you can see light through the cracks. So I wouldn't recommend having a large amount of people in here at the same time, because I don't know how much weight that this thing can hold. But it's a little unnerving. But I mean, but the views are worth it. But I would say maybe go up 2 at a time. I wouldn't put much more weight on this plywood than that. Otherwise, it might be a bad deal. So that's going to do it for this adventure. As always, get out and hike. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great week. And if you like this video, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. If you get a chance, definitely recommend trying to do this fire tower. I gotta say, if you're scared of heights, it's a little unnerving. But if you can catch it on a sunny day, the views are absolutely incredible. But we're going to work our way down the tower, and we will leave you with some views as we drive through Shawnee State Forest, so you can see some of the foliage. It's absolutely incredible right now.